So, you're ready to build an even better life with your dog? Well, finding a great trainer is one of the best moves you can make. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect professional for you and your dog right here in Cedar Rapids.
I mean, just picture it for a second. You're taking a nice, peaceful walk along the Cedar River, no pulling, no stress. Or maybe you're grabbing a bite on an outdoor patio in Czech Village, and your dog is just chilling calmly by your side. That's the goal, isn't it? To have a dog that can just be a part of your life everywhere you go.
So, how do you get from where you might be today to that awesome picture? Well, it really all starts with finding the right person to help guide you. Let's get into what that actually looks like.
Okay, before you even start Googling trainers, it's really helpful to get a handle on what good modern dog training is all about. Knowing this stuff first will make it way easier to spot the good ones from the get-go.
The biggest thing you'll hear about is positive reinforcement. And really, it's pretty simple. Instead of focusing on punishing your dog for messing up, it's all about teaching them what you do want them to do and then rewarding them when they do it. It just makes sense, right? It helps your dog feel confident and actually enjoy learning instead of being afraid to get something wrong.
And on the flip side of that, you absolutely want to steer clear of any trainer who uses fear or pain. Seriously, those kinds of methods can backfire big time and often make problems like anxiety or even aggression a whole lot worse. Your gut is a good guide here. Training should feel good for both you and your dog.
You know, the dog training industry isn't regulated in Iowa, so pretty much anyone can call themselves a trainer. That's why looking for certifications like these is a smart move. Things like CPDTKA, that just means they've passed some serious tests on training knowledge. It's not a guarantee, but it shows they're committed to their education and are up to date on humane, effective methods.
Next up, let's talk about the different types of training programs. There's no single best one. It's all about finding the right fit for your dog, your lifestyle, and what you're trying to achieve. So your two most common options are group classes or private sessions. Group classes are awesome for general puppy manners, socialization, and practicing skills with other dogs around. They're also usually easier on the wallet. But if you've got a specific issue happening at home, like your dog jumping on guests or something more serious like fearfulness, a private session is going to give you that focused, one-on-one help you really need.
You might also see some other options out there, like board and train programs where your dog goes to live with the trainer for a bit. These can give training a real boost, but here's the catch. It won't stick unless you learn how to keep it up when your dog comes home. No matter what format you choose, your involvement is what truly makes it work. All right, let's talk about the practical side of things, the budget. It's good to have an idea of what training services cost here in Cedar Rapids, so you can plan ahead and find something that works for you financially. Just to give you a quick benchmark, this is a pretty typical price range for a standard 6-week group obedience class. For a lot of people, this is a really great and affordable place to start for building those foundational skills. And here's a broader look. As you can see, the costs can really vary. A single private lesson might run you about $100 an hour, while a 2-week board and train is a much bigger investment. A good tip is to ask about packages of lessons, since they can often save you some money in the long run. Okay, so you've done some research, you know your budget, and you've got a short list of potential trainers. Perfect. Now it's time to actually talk to them. Having a few key questions ready to go will help you feel way more confident in your final choice. Think of this as your interview guide. You want to hear them talk about positive reinforcement. You want to know how they'll customize the training for your dog, not just some cookie-cutter plan. And definitely get the details on costs and policies up front so there are no surprises. How they answer these questions will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. So, the training sessions are great, but the real magic happens when you start using those skills out in the world. Knowing the local rules and some good spots to practice is what really cements all that hard work. And here's the most important rule to know in Cedar Rapids. Unless you're in a designated off-leash area, your dog needs to be on a leash that's no longer than 6 feet. That's it. So all that practice on loose leash walking, it's not just to be polite, it's also the law. And just a couple other quick things to keep on your radar. State law requires a rabies vaccination, and you have to have that tag on your dog's collar. Also, there are rules about nuisance barking. Good training can help with barking issues, which keeps your neighbors happy and your dog out of trouble. Okay, so where can you actually go to work on this stuff? For that loose leash walking, the paved paths at Knoll Ridge Park are perfect. Want to work on ignoring distractions? The Cedar Valley Nature Trail, with all its joggers and bikes, is a great challenge. And for practicing that super important recall, you can't beat the safety of a fenced-in dog park like Seminole Valley or Cheyenne Park. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. When you put in the work, you get to enjoy a confident, happy dog who can be a part of your life everywhere, from hanging out at home to exploring our beautiful parks. Good luck with your search. You're taking a wonderful step for you and your dog.